Hey Tupac, I just got back from a run and I'm going to try to reshoot a couple of things that I shot with this thing last week, because after watching you hold your camera, I'm guessing what I shot might not work very well. So, just going to go over a couple things. So this is where my mornings begin. A little bit of a mess right now. Definitely drink a lot of coffee. Mixed reviews on the effectiveness or pitfalls of that. Lots of bananas. Lots of fruit. This pack is made by a company that's local called HydroPack, and they make the best hydration gear for sort of the cycling industry as well as ultra running. I get a lot of these, which look dangerous. They're actually just salt tablets on longer runs. This has been like a miracle. Roctane, worth every penny. Definitely notice its effectiveness on runs past 15-20 miles. I eat one of these every 30 minutes when I run, regardless of how long I'm running. Let's see. I live in Bernal Heights. I have a great house. Right now, unfortunately, it's been overrun with contractors. A lot of times when I run, I just head right out the front door, over the hill, out to the beach. Usually these guys are not around. Also, try to use this torture device, which is known as a foam roller. You can use this to roll out your IT band, which runs down the side of your quad, hooks into your knee, and when it becomes inflamed, terrible things happen. Yoga mat. I don't do yoga. Yeah, yoga and I are done. Downstairs, that's where I sleep. Lots of different shoes. Barefoot shoes, cycling shoes, road shoes. These shoes are made by Newton Running. They are shoes that are designed, this pair is totally fried. Probably 1,000 miles on these. I wore these in the marathon last year for a PR of 3:38.50. Hoping to beat that this year by about 10 minutes. These shoes are made particularly for people who run on their forefoot. You can see those lugs. They sort of squish in, help keep you feeling light and agile. Not a whole lot going on in the heel because it's not really supposed to hit the ground that hard. These are one pair of trail shoes I wear quite a bit. You can see they're pretty aggressive lugs. They're made by a company called La Sportiva. That company makes a lot of climbing shoes. And this is what I wear most often on the trails. New Balance 101. Super lightweight. You can see there's not a whole lot to this shoe. Probably like a 7-ounce shoe. So that's what I've been wearing recently. Socks. I wear these silly socks. The company's called Injinji, and they have toes, and I've never gotten a blister. I've run 50 miles in these socks and have never had even one little hot spot. So They look funny, but they totally work. Couple bikes. I like to say that I do a lot of cross training, but I don't. Did a triathlon last year. Like to do another one in the future. That's how I get around when I'm not running. If you can see it, it says irunfar.com. irunfar.com is a website founded by Byron Powell, former attorney, current ultra running coach, competitor, writer, blogger, journalist. He's a great ambassador for our industry and covers a ton of races that would otherwise go unreported. Hang up a few things in here when I bring them home. I save all these bibs. A lot of the longer races, there's no medal per se. It's just one of these you can take home, but you can see a couple San Francisco finishers medals here the last few years. Let's see. Here we go. San Francisco Wave 3, that was last year. This was 2008. This was North Face Endurance Challenge. I don't know if this camera's gonna pick it up. 50 miler, December 4th, 2010. That was a tough one. What else can I tell you? Another important training group, probably my most important training group, you can see in this shirt I wear a lot. I'm not very good with this thing, but maybe you can see it here. The Endurables. The Endurables, run by Bay Area ultra running legend Jim Vernon. The Endurables is a great group of people. Taught me everything I know about trail running, and totally local. Great competitors. That's all I'm going to think of for now. More later. Oh, this is a cupboard where I keep everything I need to run. Some stuff to drink, some things to drink it out of, some things to eat with your drink, and some pills to take when you feel like you're going to fall on your face. This is a fancy flashlight that is really, really bright. Using some races that we run are long enough that you start in the dark and finish in the dark because you run for more than 12 hours, and you absolutely need a flashlight on those runs. So, I don't take any prescriptions, but I do take some supplements, some vitamins, mostly just vitamin C. This is more salt. Luna bars. I hear they're for ladies, but they taste great, so it's all I eat as far as those kinds of things. Some more Roctane. Trail map, Mount Tam. Definitely have broken this out before running by myself, lost in the mountains. Although being lost over there is not that scary. What we got in here? Blender. Broke the blender. Wore it out. Too many smoothies. Yeah, need a new blender.